A couple of weeks ago, I stepped on the scale for the first time in about a year, and the scale told me I was obese. And that's why I am filming this video today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about body confidence today. And to be honest with you, I wasn't gonna film this video today. I felt like I was trying to be an expert when I'm not, and I still struggle with body confidence. I still have days where I feel really down and depressed, but I still feel like I want to make this video because if my scale told me I was obese and I'm about a woman size 6 or 8, I can't imagine how anybody who may be larger than me or smaller than me may be feeling right now, because the devastation I felt when I heard that I was obese was very upsetting. So I wanted to make this video not to try to pretend that I'm this body confident princess who is never depressed about how she looks, but I wanted to make it to kind of share my tips with you guys about how I really help myself feel more confident and how I keep myself from feeling fat. So anyway, I apologize for my cold. I'm sure my voice sounds a little bit different, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that this video helped you or helped somebody you know in some way. So thanks for watching, and let's get started. So the first time I remember feeling self-conscious about my body was in the 4th grade. And in the 4th grade, I started to get a little chunkier because I was eventually gonna get really tall, so my body was kind of preparing for that, I feel like. But it was also when I started to hit puberty, was in the 4th grade, so there were just a lot of changes happening to my body. I was starting to get breasts, I was starting to get hair in places I didn't know you got hair, and yeah, I started to develop a little bit of like a chunky tummy. And that self-conscious, like my self-confidence was basically hit until that was it. It's been hit ever since then. And I really felt the effects of my self-confidence when I got married. If you have not gotten married yet, you might not have felt this pressure, or if you have gotten married, you may not have felt the pressure either, but I believe that there is this huge pressure when you get married to look absolutely perfect. And for me, I was like, I'm gonna lose like 30 pounds, I'm gonna do so amazing. And it really hit me when I picked out my wedding dress, because certain wedding dresses, they only have certain sizes for. So I could have either gone up, which would have been about 5 inches too big, or I could have gone down, which meant that I had to lose about a ½ inch around my bust and around my waist. So I decided to go down, and I felt the pressure to fit into my wedding dress, and which everybody says you shouldn't do that, but I really had no other option because I wasn't gonna get the size that was humongous on me. I was gonna get the size that was just a little bit smaller. And there's like, you know, sweating for the wedding, shredding for the wedding. Like everybody talks about losing weight for your wedding and feeling so good for your wedding. And in the year that I had from getting engaged to getting married, I started to really feel sad. And the reason I felt sad was because I am a true foodie. Like food, it honestly makes me happy. And I know that some people say that that's really bad and you shouldn't let food do that to you. But for me, like when I've had a bad day, I want to drink a glass of Moscato and eat ice cream. Or if I've had a really good day, I want to reward myself with some pizza. And I don't think that there is a problem with that. And I love food. It's why I love traveling so much. I love to be able to taste different experiences and different cultures. And when I was getting ready for my wedding, I realized that this was a time where I should be super excited and super happy, and I was just feeling really, really sad because I was eating like food that I didn't thoroughly enjoy. And I'm not saying like healthy food is something that you can't enjoy, because I love healthy food as well. Like Brussels sprouts are my favorite food, like top 5 probably. I love fruit. I'm a vegetarian, so I love fruits and veggies. I love healthy grains. I love quinoa. But I think that there's a certain balance, and when I was restricting myself of everything unhealthy, I felt really, really sad. And so that was when I started to have a really big revelation when it comes to my body confidence. And I wanted to share that with you all today. I also want to point out that I think that generationally, our standards of body perfection are really changing, whereas I can see that the difference between my parents' generation and my generation, and I don't think that that's anybody's fault. I think that our parents were raised in a culture where, you know, body confidence was something that was really focused on with the media, everything else. It still is to this day, but I think that millennials and Gen Z have really created a environment of body positivity. I don't think it's quite all the way there yet. Obviously, we still have ways to go with body positivity and body confidence, but I think that the culture is changing, and I think that kids of the future will not be as self-conscious as people are today. And maybe that's a crazy thing for me to say, but I really think that the tide is changing, and we're seeing like models in magazines and stuff that are not super skinny and not super thin, and are, you know, have curves and have you know, fat on their body. And I think that it's really important for kids to see that, because in my generation, I did not see that really at all. I just saw like really, really thin models, perfect faces, which was a struggle for me with acne. And, you know, it really affects your self-conscious and your confidence. So anyway, I also think as well with the Hispanic culture, if any of you are in the Hispanic culture, it's another culture that really focuses on your image. And I can distinctly remember being a child and like having my aunts tell me like that my hair should be straighter, and everyone talked about my acne. And I don't put blame on anybody, because I think that has a lot to do with how you're raised. And again, like I said, I think that culture is changing and the tide is changing around body positivity. But it did affect how I feel about myself and how I view myself and feel confident about myself. So I really just want to point that out, that I think that it's important to be a good influence upon others. And I'm really realizing that now, that if you have younger siblings or when you have children, I think that the best way we can create a culture of change is by telling them that they're beautiful no matter what, which is not like something like, obviously nobody told me I was ugly or nobody put those ideas in my head, but I just think that for this video specifically with creating a culture of change, I think it would be awesome if we could all stick together and really create that change together. But anyway, now that I'm like 10 minutes into the video, let me tell you my tips for body confidence. Something that really gave me confidence and made me feel better about my body was thinking about all the things that my body has done for me. So this is the biggest thing that I take away from body confidence, is my body has been there for me through anxiety, through depression, through every struggle that I've had. My body has helped me run a marathon. My body's helped me do a biking marathon. I've run so many 5Ks. I work extremely hard every day, and hearing that about my body gives me so much more confidence, because I think for me, what I realized was like my soul or my brain or like whatever thinks and my body are the only things that have been with me through everything. Somebody that I love may have been there with me through it, but my body is the only thing that was there in that moment and that felt everything that I felt. And that was something that really gave me a lot of confidence, because I want to love my body, and that was how I really learned to love my body, was because I know how much of a struggle that I've gone through, and to know that my body has gone through that with me as well. I feel like I just had to give myself some grace and teach myself that it's okay to have a little bit of tummy fat or to have curves. And I think that that was a real defining moment for me, was when I realized that you know, my body is something to be really proud of, and my body one day will hopefully give me children, and my body one day is going to be with me as I grow older, and my body is the only thing that can say that it has been with me through that all. And that was just something that gave me a lot of confidence. I don't know if that will help you, but just to know that my body is going through everything that I am, and it may not be perfect, just like my mind is not perfect, but it's really strong and it really helps me through everything. And that was the biggest thing that really helped me. Another thing that really helped me was removing the word fat from my vocabulary. I think that saying the word fat, it really hurts your self-confidence. And I think for those of you that are really thin and struggle with your self-image, maybe the word skinny is something you can try to take out of your vocabulary. And I noticed this change almost immediately, where once I stopped saying fat, like, oh, I'm so fat, oh my gosh, look at all this fat, I'm so fat, it really helped me not focus on the negatives. It helped me remove the negatives from my vocabulary, from my mind, and it helped me to kind of focus on the positives and to focus about things that I do love about my body. And that was another thing that really helped me. Another thing that really helps me is not scrolling through Instagram and comparing myself to others, which is super hard, because I used to just go through, I would show Blake the phone and I would be like, do you think that she's skinnier than me? And that is so unhealthy. Like, looking back now, I feel so sad. I'm tearing up. I feel so sad that I did that to myself, because I don't think that you should compare yourself to anybody, because you are all so beautiful and so special. And even though I still have days where I feel fat or I feel really self-conscious, I think that I want to love myself and not love somebody else's body. And that is something that I am really trying to be better with, and something that I feel like I've gotten a lot better with is not comparing myself to others and saying, oh, she's skinnier than me, or oh, she's the same size as me, but she's like this top model, or she's this like amazing actress. And just realizing that I am me, and those people have nothing to do with my body or my self-confidence. That was something that was really revolutionary to me and really life-changing to me as well. Another thing that really helped me was going to the gym, and not because I was trying to lose weight, but because it is just such a good way to take that stress off of you, and such a good way to release those happy hormones that make you feel good inside. And I think that the gym just really helps you with your energy, and for me it really helps me with my mental health. It helps me sleep better at night. So going to the gym and eating healthy are things that I love to do to help me with my confidence. But I also feel like I am not going to be upset with myself if I have a day where I just eat a lot of junk food. I'm just gonna be honest, because I know that I only live once, and I don't want to feel pressured by myself to be like, why on earth did you just eat a chocolate bar? Or why on earth did you just eat 4 slices of pizza? And when I realized that, I wanted to take that pressure off of myself and kind of let myself live a little, I just felt so much more free and so much more confident with myself, and it just made me feel a lot better. Another thing is those apps that morph your body or morph your face. I do not use those apps. And any pictures where you can see my cellulite, you can see my fat, you can see my double chin, I will try to post those, because I don't want to let something as insignificant as a little bit of thigh cellulite ruin a picture of me in the Colorado mountains, or my double chin in my YouTube videos. I don't want to stop that from me creating content for you guys and making these videos. And when I was in 9th grade, when I was in 12th grade, I actually was creating my first YouTube video, and I didn't upload it because I hated the way I looked, and it makes me so sad that I wasn't going for it and I wasn't living my dream, because YouTube has been a dream of mine for so long because of how I looked and how I felt about myself. And even my first video that I did post on this channel, my Target Halloween decor haul, I filmed it and then I rewatched the footage and I said, there's no way I can be a YouTuber and there's no way I can make videos because I hate how I look. And it's so sad to me now, because I feel like I've done a complete 180, and I don't think that anyone in the entire world should ever put their dreams aside because of how you feel about yourself. And I think that so many people are missing the opportunity to live an incredible life and to follow their dreams because of body confidence or like emotional confidence. And I just wanted to pass that along to you guys today, because I think you all are absolutely amazing and absolutely incredible. And you know, we all struggle with our confidence sometimes, but I think that we should remember that we are all very unique and all very special, and nobody on this entire planet is perfect. Everybody has a flaw, either inside or outside. Everybody on this planet has a flaw. And I think that for me, I think that being kind and being loving and being compassionate is way more important to me than any of my physical features, because I have met people that are so gorgeous on the outside. They could be Abercrombie models, and on the inside, they are just so rude. And I think kindness and lovingness are just so much more important than being pretty or being skinny. And hopefully you guys can take that away today. I'm hoping I'm helping in some way. Thank you so much for watching. Nala's playing with her toy in the background and I can't get her to stop, so I'm just gonna keep on filming. But thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry about my voice. I feel horrible. I really do, that you had to listen to this the whole entire time. Please know that you are beautiful and you are so loved by me and by so many others. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, I am here on my comments and on my Instagram. And let's all give each other some love today and some grace, and go eat whatever you want, girl, because you deserve it. And I just hope that you all are having an absolutely wonderful, wonderful week. On Thursday, I'll be uploading an updated apartment tour. We do have some more pictures and stuff like that hanging up, so I'm really, really, really excited. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday with that vlog. Bye! That's the day I knew you were my pet.